Hey girl, welcome to the Feminine Founder Podcast, where we're all about learning and growing professionally so that we can build a life that we are proud of and really love. My name is Caroline, and I'm a social media marketing expert, obsessed with teaching female entrepreneurs how to start, grow, and scale their personal brand and business online. This podcast is all about sharing our stories and learning from each other on how to navigate our professional journey so that we can live our best lives. So if you're just starting your entrepreneurial journey, or if you are growing and scaling an epic company, you are in the right place, friend. All right, I want to talk today about something that I love talking about and is also near and dear to my heart. And I've done a podcast about this before, but I'm going to do it again because I keep wanting to get this message through because I have to say it to myself, honestly, on a regular basis too. And that is that your energy level, your energy that you put out there into the world is your currency. And so you might be thinking like, okay, what the heck does that even mean? That means what you put out into the world, no matter it be you're in an interview, you're in a business meeting, you're on a podcast, you're on stage, whatever fill in the blanket is that you're doing, I would be highly aware of your energy and how people are experiencing you. And I'll say that's something I didn't learn until probably my mid-30s. And once I started harnessing it in the right way, the game started to change for me. So you might be thinking like, okay, what the heck does this even mean? Okay. So when I started my recruiting career, one of the reasons I was able to have such success in it is because I paid very close attention to the candidates that I was interviewing's energy. And you might be thinking, okay, what does that exactly mean? So I would pay attention to their response time, their enthusiasm to me, their enthusiasm when they went on interviews, their enthusiasm in the job opportunity itself. I would pay attention to that every single time. And that's what helped place the best candidates in the best jobs. That's what helped me be better at my job, is paying attention to that energy thing. So if you're listening to this podcast and maybe you're looking for a job or want to look for a job, make sure you're in a good space, headspace wise, energy wise, all the things when you go on these interviews, because that energy that you put off to that potential employer, to that recruiter, it matters. Okay. Also, let's talk about energy, how it's come across in my social media marketing journey. The more I gave and put out there to my social media followers, to people I was connected with on LinkedIn, whatever fill in the blank it was, I made sure to give before I expected to get in return. And what that meant was I was actually creating really good and genuine connections, and I actually really wanted to help support these people too. So when I started my social media marketing journey, I first started posting, I optimized my profile, and then I started engaging with others. So if you're listening to this podcast now and you're wanting to get started on a personal branding or social media marketing journey, I would highly encourage you to start giving first. Start giving comments. Start giving engagement. Start giving DMs, okay? Because a lot of times what happens with people is they start their social media marketing journey. Maybe it's for their business, maybe it's for their personal brand, whatever it is. And you think just because you start showing up on social media that, the floodgates are going to open. And that's actually not the case. You actually have to put in the work and the time and the reps of doing the engaging as well. And that way people know that you are engaging with their stuff, you're supporting them, all of the things. And then once you start to do that more often and more frequently, those people whose posts and whose reels or whatever fill the blanket is that you're commenting on, they will come back and start to pay attention to you and your content as well. The law of reciprocity exists in a very big way online, and it's a really beautiful thing. No, they don't have to respond to you, or they don't have to come around and comment on you. But the likelihood that they are paying attention to you're frequently commenting on their stuff is pretty high. And if you're sitting there thinking this and you're like, okay, well, I'm glad you're talking about energy and all the things, but I don't have good energy all the time. And trust me, I don't either. I have bad days. I have days I'm in moods. I have days where things go way south and I just can't have high energy or good energy. But I make sure that when I do have good energy and I am in a good headspace, that I start to batch and crank out content, just like this podcast here. And that makes a huge difference because your audience can feel your energy. The people who you have relationships with can feel your energy. Your employer can feel your energy. Your clients can feel your energy. So be super super aware of what you're putting out to this world. And the more you harness that and the more you get niche down about what you're looking to do, the more opportunities are going to open up for you. The more your energy is going to attract all the right things to you. And if you listen to this podcast, let me know. Send me a DM. I want to hear from you. How's it working out for you? When you start harnessing your energy and the opportunities start to open up from you, let me know. Until next time.